Okay, I wanted to make a recording on vibrato. Okay, there's two ways to say vibrato or vibrato. We don't say vibrato. That would be V-A-I-brato, which is not how we spell it. It's an Italian word, and therefore words mean something, and it's important. Okay, that's a diction lesson. Okay, so what is a vibrato? A vibrato is kind of an oscillation of your voice. It goes up and there's the right pitch, and it kind of just goes like a little wave over your voice. Okay, it tends to sound very nice, and there's good reason, natural reason that it sounds nice, and the reason is because it's a natural thing in your voice. It is not something contrived. I think a lot of non-singers would assume that it's something that people add to their voice. It is not. It's something that naturally exists in the voice. Okay, a properly trained voice that's relaxed will have a vibrato in it. Okay, and so to explain it, the reason a lot of people don't have vibrato is because they try to control their singing by tightening up their throat. Okay, they pay too much attention and they focus their singing in their throat, and so there's certain muscles right above and below the larynx that if you tighten it up, it's going to make it so your voice is very restricted, and it's going to produce what we call a straight tone. Your vibrato will not come out. Okay, so it's very important to stay relaxed. Okay. And that is the number one thing. It's becoming comfortable with your voice and relaxing. Remember, the base of our singing does not come from our throat. We start, we have the support from our stomach, and then we move the pitches with our mind. A lot of the time, the lack of relaxation comes from a desire for a perfection in every note. But that's not what we should be reaching for, okay? Just visualize doing it correctly, and you'll do it most correctly, okay? So, good. Remember, though, we always support with our stomach. That's always the number one thing. That is the reason a lot of people don't have vibrato, okay? Now, the other forms of singing, a lot of times people do things to their voices that makes it have a problem. I used to have a tremolo in my voice, which means I used to have a really fast vibrato. Okay? And the reason that is because sometimes if I was told to sing in class or anything like that, I would kind of get nervous, and it means the muscles on the top of my throat would get, on the top of my larynx would kind of get tight, and so I would still have a vibrato, but it would be real fast, okay? The other option is kind of the opposite, when you're too slow. Okay? And what that means is on the opposite side of your larynx, you're tightening up your muscles, okay? Now, a straight tone is when you tighten both of them up so your voice can't naturally oscillate, okay? And that's called a straight voice. Now, the thing is, that's bad for your voice. It is going to cause problems, okay? And we do not want to have a straight voice. Now, I'm going to tolerate with my students for a while until they learn proper relaxation. But it's very, very important to eventually get over. Remember, the key is to relaxation. I've always, in almost all my videos, I say, remember everything I tell you, but after I'm all done, said and done, forget it all and relax, okay? Well, not forget it, but we want to put everything to our subconscious, okay? So, good. Now, in musical theater, which is mostly what my students are taking, obviously I was classically trained, and in classical music, we are taught that never to have a straight tone ever, okay? It's all a natural, we always have a natural vibrato going, okay? But in musical theater, the style a lot of the time is to start off straight tone, and then at the end, and then end it with that. Then let the vibrato go. Okay, I want to say this. If it's your style, I'm not going to try to control you. It's not going to be too healthy for your voice, okay? And prolonged doing that is going to often cause problems. However, as long as you know that, then it's your choice, okay? What you do with your voice is going to be your choice, okay? I do it every once in a while for effects or whatever, but for the most part, I always try to keep my vibrato going. So I thought I would sing a song that I actually just bought for one of my students recently. It's accompaniment to a song called Little Lamb. I don't know it that well, at least with this accompaniment, and it's meant for a little girl, I think, but that's okay. I kind of have a girlish figure, and so I figure I could sing this and get away with it. So it's Little Lamb from the musical Gypsy, I believe, or Gigi. Gypsy, I think Gypsy, okay? So it's a cute, sad song. I haven't sang with this accompaniment, though, so forgive me if I mess up. so fast. Little bear, you sit on my right there. Little hen, what game should we play and when? Little cat, oh why do you look so blue? Did somebody paint you like that, or is it your birthday too? Little fish, do you think I'll get my wish? Little lamb, I wonder how old I am. I wonder how old I am. There you go. Okay, I kind of messed up some of the timing a little, but that's okay. Okay, but you listen the whole time. I have my vibrato going. It's very relaxed, the supports from the stomach. I was kind of bending over a lot of the time. Please forgive me. I kind of subconsciously want to stay straight with the camera, so I kind of hesitant to set up. That was bad of me, very bad. Don't follow my my advice always. Well, I followed my advice, but don't follow always what I do. Okay, so. Very good. Remember, the most important key is relaxation. That's where vibrato comes from, okay? A lot of people believe in artificially making a vibrato. I'm against that, okay? A lot of times people have straight voices. It's because they never learned how to relax correctly. And by artificially making a vibrato, you're really kind of just you have problems that you're not taking care of, and you're just, maybe solving a symptom, but it's really not going to be to your advantage. So hopefully you learned a little bit about vibrato, and that's enough.